Alright, so here's the guitar. The big string is broken, the E string broken. I'm not gonna use this method here. Alright, even though it might be a good one. I'm gonna use the ball end once. It comes with the ball. You don't have to worry about making this knot here. Alright, it's gonna be much easier. So I'm gonna undo this, but before I undo this, I wanna pay attention to this one here to show you how it's fed. So it's fed through here, for example. It's going in above, not under. So I'm gonna follow the same. It's not something I do often, because how often do you pop a string on the guitar? It looks like this needs a little bit of cleaning up, so I'm gonna see what we can do about that. I'm gonna wipe it off after I remove the strings. So I'm gonna start by removing the strings. I'm gonna remove the bottom one here. Right, that's already broken. So that this one's done. I'll pick it up after. Unwind it here. Take time. So that's done. So as you can see, right, the big chord here is gone. Alright, and then the same for the other ones, except now we have to remember that this goes over, right? Over, and then as you're tuning, right, as you're tightening, it's turning tighter upwards. So like this, it's tightening, so I'm gonna untighten it. Alright, so I'm gonna untighten the A chord, this one. This one's done. I'll do the same thing here. As you can see, there's the knot here. Right? Hopefully you can see. I'm gonna pull this out, and then that's it. I'm gonna do the same for this one. This is the D chord. So this is E, A, D. The G chord here. Let's take care of that. Okay. Alright, so I mean these strings, they were pretty good, but you know, things have to change them anyways. Okay, so see here, right here. Right, bottom, out, and then the last one, the E. There it is. See, a little dusty here. I'm gonna grab something to wipe it. All right, so I'm gonna wipe this a little bit. Why not? Since I'm stringing the strings. Look at this, the bridge. Look at that. Look at this guy came. Huh? Keep an eye on that guy. Let's get over here and put it here too. Yeah, put it. The new strings. Open it up. It actually puts them in the right order. So starting with the most little one, the E, the bottom, with the most thicker one, the E on the top. You know what? Let's start with the little guy. The ball ends I talked to you about. I'm gonna do that now. So I'm gonna feed it from the hole here, right? Feed it the hole. All right. And then make sure this is the line, and then carry it all the way to the front. Right here, making sure it's on the bridge, and on the bottom bridge it's laying on it. So it's on the bridge here. See, there's a little gap here. Stitch right in it, pull it, right, and then the bottom one. All right, so next step is to pretty much decide. You have to decide how much we're gonna leave here. If I remember right, I decided that I was gonna leave about gonna say this much play, maybe a little more like this. So I'm leaving about this much, you know, looking at it from the back. So that's why I'm gonna start to do that. Yeah, I think it might be just right the way I have it. I'm gonna leave it like that because I'm gonna be tuning it after. So I'm gonna go to the next string. I'm gonna go to the B now. The B. Right here, I'm gonna feed it to here. Right? Feed it to here, the hole here. It goes over the first bridge on the bottom. Here. And then put it. I'm gonna put it on the second one here. The tuning knob. The tuning button. And I think I left about this much again. And then right, leave it like that. Okay. Now we're gonna do the third string, which is the G. Again, from the bottom there's a hole. Feed it in. Grab it from here. Pull it all the way. We're gonna feed it on top here. That's the G. Okay. And I'm gonna leave a little play here about this much. And then I'm gonna counterclockwise it. Okay, while we're doing this, we're making sure we're aligning this here before we fully tighten it. So this is sitting here and it's sitting on the bottom here. Right? Up to a point. Because we're gonna be tuning it after, right? So now we're gonna go to D. So the D chord. We don't want that. Make sure this doesn't happen. Luckily it didn't happen fully. Because the moment it bends, it becomes easier to break. Right? No, really, make sure you string it up. Right? Now the ball end on this one looks a little bit different because this is more like a metal string. Right? This is the D. So I'm gonna feed it again on the bottom. Alright, grab it. Okay. Actually sitting here on the bottom bridge. And this one is going to go to the top one here. Feed it like that. In this hole. Right? In this hole. And then we're gonna leave a little space. Some string like this. Be careful with this one because this one, the moment you bend it, that's it. So I'm gonna leave a little extra just to play it safe. So I'm gonna push down on this a little bit here just to keep it there, and I'm gonna counterclockwise it. Alright, so it's coming close. I'm gonna lift this a little bit. I'm gonna put it right here. Right? Bottom looking good. Top bridge looking good. I'm gonna leave it now. As I said before, I'm gonna tune it after. Right? So the A chord. So again, I'm gonna feed it down here. This is the A chord. And what I'm doing here, because this is hitting the bridge, I'm just putting it here and forcing it to feed it. Yes. Feed it down slowly. You gotta take care of the guitar, alright? Here, a little bit more. A little bit like that. Good. Right? I'm gonna use my finger to kind of bend it here, counterclockwise it. Okay, so this one, I'm gonna put it here. Alright? And then I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna put the E string, and then after which I'm gonna be tuning it. And the last one. So we go here, feed again, as I explained before, right here. Okay. You're gonna find the hole, and then you're gonna feed out. I think about this much is gonna be perfect. So I'm gonna put it a little more. I'm gonna start to counterclockwise it. It's my favorite word. Counterclockwise it. You know, as you're turning it, you might want to press on it, because as you turn the tuning knob, what's gonna happen is, if this is not snug with the white part here, the white cylinder part, it's gonna take time for it to adjust and sit. So you may have to do a few turns of the knob. All right. So just keep that in mind. Okay. All right. Okay. Now comes the moment for tuning. Right. Now you have all the strings. All right. So for me to tune the guitar, there are different methods. You can tune it according to standard tuning sound, for example, that matches with the piano or any instrument that has to be tuned by default. Or you can tune it the way you want to, the way you want to sing. You know, that's gonna be up to you. But me, I'm gonna tune it the way it should be tuned. I'm gonna be using a tuner on my cell phone to do this.